crony that Bush put in to take to get rid of. Oh God, what's his name?
Rumsfeld?
No, the other legal guy. I can't think of his name.
My mind's blank too.
Oh man. Well, from Missouri, you know, the one that left office, the one that had the pancreatitis attack.
Tom DeLay?
No. Oh man, why? Ashcroft. Because I called him Ash Crotch. I'm sorry. Him. You know, the one, the Mexican lawyer, the one that said it was okay for Bush to do the torture and stuff over there in Abu Ghraib.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that's supposed to have organized this massive roundup of all the criminals, federal criminals.
And they're not even federal crimes. I mean, give me a break. Yeah, I think it's definitely just conditioning to get people used to seeing federal agents. Another thing that they're trying to do is they're trying to push laws that will put anybody that's a political dissident, anybody who doesn't agree with them, will be labeled as insane.
I've been reading this.
Yeah, they were.
This is dangerous.
Labeled insane and need psychiatric help.
This is very, very dangerous.
And so that puts the entire Christian community in.
Christian? It's not only Christians, honey.
Yeah, and the Patriots.
Anybody who speaks out against the government is labeled as insane.
Yeah.
We are politically incorrect, then you're insane.
And so they're throwing out.
Oh, what does this ring bells of?
Yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't enough to put the fluoride in the water. We're still waking up.
Yeah, you know, put the fluoride in the water. And well, you know what the
still
Lord
waking
says?
up.
This is going to be a Nazi and police state. And
So
Hitler was just practice.
So they think.
Well, it will be. It will be. It's inevitable. But the only thing we can do is keep buying time to wake people up. Because
there's a lot of people waking up, though, Sherry.
Well, I hope so.
Oh, there are.
I hope so, because you know what? We can't stop it from happening. There is a police state coming.
We can minimize it, though.
We can safeguard ourselves and our families. Because, you know, so many people aren't ready for coming persecutions because they've been waiting for a rapture to happen.
Oh, what a joke.
And so they're not going to be prepared.
I know.
They're going to be saying they renounce your faith and die, or
and what
renounce
they
your
don't
faith and live or
understand
don't
is that
die.
their own preachers in their churches, they want to keep their income tax-free status. And so they have went along with the state.
Yeah, I remember I just read a couple months ago about some pastor bragging where they just got, what is that they are, the tax status, something like that.
Yeah, it's a tax-free status for being a religious organization.
Yeah, and I've talked about it on the show before. Tex Mars has an excellent book on it.
Yes.
All the rights that they sign off.
Yep.
On becoming tax-free, you become owned by the state. So now you're under Caesar instead of under Yahweh.
Exactly.
And
so the history is repeating itself here.
Yeah, and Satan's going to use all these little beast churches, all the pastors in them, to promote this Jermaine when he comes, says he's got.
But, the preachers are also telling everybody that, because Jesus said to turn the cheek if you slap once, turn to the other side.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, you should not speak out against your government, but you should just be faithful in prayer. That is BS.
Yeah, it is, and it was implanted there. A lot of people, see that was added in. It wasn't in the original book itself.
No.
We're not to lay down and go to bed with our enemies.
No.
We're to take a stand against them. And that's what I've been fighting the Christian community all week. When I put out my top 10 list of what the things the Pope learned when he died.
Yeah.
And
I read that. That was so cute.
So many boo-hooing that you're not showing respect to Satan's general. And I was so appalled.
Well, Sherry, this is the time for truth.
Yep.
And the truth is the light. And the light shall set you free.
Yep.
It will not guarantee you from going through persecution, but the light and the wisdom of truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
And this is the time for that.
There's a lot of, I agree with that, and I was looking in the codes last 2 days for 2005 to see if we were going to be in martial law.
Yeah.
And then I found one in Genesis 1:1, because, I always give these Nasara guys a hard time anyway, because they're false. They're Satan's boys. They're going to deceive many. And some organizations, like David Bay's Cutting Edge, won't even touch NESARA. He just says, oh, there's nothing to it. It's not coming. It's not real. And won't even touch it. And I spend an awful lot of time on it because it is dominant. It will come because they're going to fulfill the first part of Matthew 24, 24. Many will come in my name saying, I am Christ.
Right.
What I think is going to happen is they're going to come, disrupt everything, and then they're going to temporary. They're going to be defeated out of place. The Illuminati is going to come back.
Yeah, probably.
I don't see them as permanent. Yeah. I see them as a temporary thing because all of the prophetic fulfillments that were waiting to happen would be carried out by the things the New World Order has planned.
Well, you know, my mother always tells me, and she's a wise old woman, because I'm 50 and she's headed towards 70. And she's always said, well, now, you know, Gayla, you need to understand that no matter what men have laid down as their plans, God has a different plan.
Yeah.
And that's when I get really upset about things, she'll just smile at me, bless her soul, and she'll just look at me and she'll go, well, it isn't going to happen unless that's what God has planned.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just like a rock.
Yeah, he has said over and over, he's kept them in derision. And every time they've set a date for something, it's come and gone because he hasn't allowed it to happen.
Because it's not on his time frame.
He wants people to know that he is the Most High God, that nothing happens without him allowing it to. Absolutely. And that when he allows them to do it, then they'll be allowed. They are subservient to him, not the other way around.
And you know, if we could only understand what it means to live under his grace.
Yeah, well, what we do. We don't understand. We live under it every day. We'd have been destroyed a long time ago.
I'm saying if they could learn to understand they're under his grace right now.
Well, they can't. I mean, not these people. I mean, these are Satan's seed. I mean, these are the Anunnaki, the fallen angels. They did this before.
There is a short time right now, Sherry.
Yep, and they're coming back to do it again. And the thing is, the people that are following them are the ones we're trying to reach.
Well, they have materialistic values.
Yeah, they all want to get rich out of this NESARA thing that promises peace and prosperity.
I have a bunch of family members just like it.
Yeah.
My family's big time into this whole thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm part of the bloodline of the Illuminati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I know what they're up to, because their blood runs through my veins.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
So they really don't like for me to get on and talk.
Yeah, you're probably public enemy number one now.
Big time.
Yeah, anybody that betrays.
And they caught me up in their game for a long time.
Yeah.
And I had to walk away, but they tried to kill me for it.
Yeah, well, they will.
And I have no fear today because I'll just say it like this. I've already met Joshua. The last time they tried to take me out of here, they almost succeeded. And he reached down and touched my hand and told me, no, you go back. It's not your time. You're here to fight.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what I'm doing.
And he's standing up as people. So few will stand up, so few can see through the phase and the haze and the
because
fog.
They've been taught to fear death, Sherry.
Well, they've been taught to fear the government, to side with the good,
to fear everything. How can you live if you're living in fear? That is no life.
Yeah, and you know, we don't go to bed with our enemies. We stand against them.
No.
You know, and you have to decide, are you gonna roll over and go to bed with these guys? Or, you know, the Lord told us that we weren't even to associate with brethren who had wandered off the path.
Yes.
And you know, so we're to take a definite stand. There's no gray areas with God. You're either of him or you're not.
We're not leaving until God says it's time to go anyway.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And we're going to be here for a while.
So why fear death?
Yeah, I don't. You know, it's so fun.
You should fear being here now than fear going to the other side.